my biggest goal is to create an opportunity for these young men to have a platform to showcase their abilities, to allow them to reach the goals that they want to reach. Because again, for me, kind of where it all started was coming out of high school. I was a really talented football player. I had opportunities to play football a lot of places, but my grades didn't allow me to do that. I ended up failing my senior year. You know, I skipped the final for my health class, who was also my track and field teacher, and he failed me. And the week before graduation, I get a phone call from the principal telling me that I'm 0.25 credits short of being able to complete my my degree, and that I'm not going to be able to walk in my graduation, and I got to attend summer school. And not only was I devastated, my parents were devastated. I was embarrassed. My football career had immediately, like, everything, any coaches or relationships that I had was now gone. So at that point I had to completely start over, and it was humbling because, you know, I expected, because he was my coach, to just throw me a bone and just be like, hey, you know, he's great, he's on the football team, he's running track, you know, but there's no passes. You know, he didn't give me a pass, and that was like a life lesson for me. From there, I went to community college for a year to get my GPA correct, and then I was in good standing to attend Dean College, obviously, which is a junior college. And then that's kind of where my football career started, and that's where I learned what it takes to actually to make it. Because I've seen guys come, I've seen guys go, I've seen guys with a lot of talent not be able to get to where they want to go because of many different reasons. And that's the reason I want to be able to come back and give these kids that foresight and say, hey, you might run into this down the line, so prepare yourself now. I also have two questions I want to ask you at some point. Let's just start up.
There's a couple trophies of mine. This is my basketball trophy that I won at the Tobin League in 2015. It's my championship trophy. This is my flag football trophy that I got in Orchard Park. My baseball trophy from Orchard Park. And then this is my Mattapan trophy. It was a championship trophy on my B team. My Mattapan experience, overall, my experience was great because I was like the #1 player on the team. My dad was my coach at Mattapan, and he was a tough coach, but it also helped me while I was on the field. My relationship with my dad is, like, we argue a lot, but we still have love for each other. Even though we, like, clash heads because people say we're like, I lost my mother when I was 13 years old. It was quite sudden. I know, I got the call. I was at the hospital when she passed, and they pulled the plug. It's quite hard. She was like my best friend. We used to watch movies together and all that, and it was tough, but I just had to move on. Not move on, but like just keep pushing. I believe I was at school when I got the call from the coach from BC, and it was me and Boo, and we got called to the trainer's room. We was in our theology class, and then the coach was like, how would you guys like if we offer y'all? And me and Boo just looked at each other like, what? We did not do anything yet. We barely played the game, and he was like, oh, we'll like it.
So one day we driving by Mattapan Field one day. He's like, Dad, come on, let's go. I go, what are you? He's like, come on, get out. You know what I'm saying? So we get started. He said, let's go. Let's do this 40. I was like, oh, man. stretch it, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we raced. So I got a quicker takeoff than you. So boom, I took off, I got him. So I seen him coming up beside me. This dude turned around, he blew by me like, see you later, old guy. And then turned around and started running backwards on me. I was like, what the heck? Where'd this come from?
That's it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yes, it's over now. I said,
everybody says he's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I hate the guy. my uncle, you know, he's only 2 years older than me, but you know, he was a real good basketball, and he played overseas. And I had called him when he got the offer, and Dibbs had called me. I think the day before. You're like, yo, I'm just letting you know what's going on. I had called my uncle. He said, Dana, just relax, enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a good ride. I'm just like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? He said, just sit back and just enjoy the ride. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my dad brought me up, you know, took me, you know, hiking, camping, White Mountains. I scuba dived, Mount Washington, you know, but, you know, I grew up in like one of the worst projects, Orchard Park, you know, so, you know, your boys are your families. So, you know, gang banging and all that other stuff. You know, I got into the gangs, you know what I'm saying? But I went away for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I came back. That's when I had him, you know what I'm saying? His 20-year-old daughter, my 20-year-old daughter, she's not my biological, but I've been raising her since she was 1. And they turned me, you know what I'm saying? They made me wake up, because I refuse to lose any of my kids to the streets, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that I don't know, because they were murdered before I could get to know, but I might have had 2 other sons, you know what I'm saying, but I never got a chance to know, you know what I'm saying? I never had no test with them, so that right there, like, nobody knows, I don't talk about it as much, but that eats up at me, because what if they were? And I never had that relationship with them. So, you know what I'm saying? So, the way I am on him, I don't mean to be as tough on him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to let him know there's other things besides these streets.
I'm not a drip person on the field. I don't care what I be wearing. Hair oil, gotta moisturize my hair.
Welcome to Terminal C at Boston Logan International Airport. If you are planning on taking a taxi,
I'm a person that doesn't really like going out or just socializing, but Tenfold Prep has helped me become more talkative around other people.
If you want call, stay. Please don't go.
Let's go.
Have your boarding pass and ID ready, no liquor or anything in your bag.
He relates with the kids more, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm older, you know what I'm saying? And he he still got that young vibe, so they can relate to him. So that's what's good, man.
Lighted information signs and posted placards. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the flat metal end into the buckle and pull on the strap to tighten. To release, lift the top flap of the buckle. Please keep your seatbelt fastened low and tight across your lap even when the seatbelt sign is off. It's been our pleasure serving you today. We'll be landing in Orlando soon.
Having a twin brother is like, I don't know, it's like having a roommate that you just can't get away from. Football brought us together because he's the quarterback, I'm the receiver, so that way we just like, we gel, I don't know, help him out.
This trip, I feel like it's all about exposure for me. I feel like I have potential to play anywhere, so I just want to get my name out there to all coaches, all teams, and just represent.
The Tenfold program means to me a lot. Coach Carl helps us get to meet all the best players around New England, to form a brotherhood. We're able to travel together, get some chemistry, and just be the best teams.
Transportation options are located on level 1.
Second city, second airport with a train. You know y'all playing Miami, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Which Miami team is it? Miami Dream?
Oh, okay.
We're playing Boom.
Yeah, I seen that.
We're gonna boom that ass.
That's the only team I seen. What are the other two teams?
Don't matter.
Yeah,
We eating on whoever's on the plate.
I already know. No, you're not. Oh, God.
Who got the odds, bro?
Me, let me get that. My man's right there, though. Let me get the odds. That's a regular bathroom. You said go crazy.
He's gonna start dancing. Oh my God! Why are they in the bathroom together?
Oh. So, are we gonna talk about that in meeting?
Absolutely.
He definitely asked for light skin.
He stuffs by every mirror, bro.
No, Devon said I think that's for next season, though.
Yeah, this is gonna be something.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't have voted on it from this far out, bro.
What do you say?
I gave him those cleats.
No way.
Oh my God.
That's your cousin.
Carl, you've been a good mentor. You always put me on down his wing. Everything that he has, you always, always get me updated, put me back to tenfold. And I'm just happy just to have him as my cousin and as a coach, and just a motivator and just a person I look up to for football.
File in. If you want to win, if you want to compete, you got to sacrifice. And it starts with being focused. From this point forward, we got to be focused. At the end of the day, understand why we're here. It's a business trip. We're here for a reason. We're trying to put you in the best position possible to accomplish that. And if that means putting a curfew in place, that's what we're going to do.
Room checks. You should be in bed. Well, you should be in your room. Don't have to be asleep yet, but you should be in your room. And just focusing in for tomorrow, really. And just getting your mind right. That's what room checks are. So we're going to see how they're doing, what they're doing. Just kind of leave it at that. Yes, sir, Coach Wilson. What's the word? Coming in.
I bet.
See how y'all doing.
Welcome to my empty crib, you know. I got the 2 beds right here.
Yes, sir.
You know, we watching CNN.
Okay.
We're on vibes. You know what I'm saying? I got come over here. You know, I got some little light drip right here. Peep the drip. You know, these I'm about to ball out one quick. You know what I'm saying?
How many picks you getting in those tomorrow?
Shit, 3 of them. I'm telling you. You know, I got organized my bed right here. You know the vibes. Tenfold Prep, we out here, Florida style, dishing. You know the vibes, bro.
Yeah, like I was telling Mike, like the only way this works out is if we're on the same page. So we're just clicking as a team.
I mean, we're pretty tight.
Now
we're pretty tight.
The bond is getting there.
Yeah, the bond.
Compared to day one till now, like we came in at a unique situation. Elite, they were together for a while. Select, we met after what they've been together for like a month and some change. So you know, and we had to adapt. We had to come in and go at game speed right away from day one. From day one, so we put a lot on you guys, and it felt like every week we kept stacking it up, putting more pressure for you guys. And you guys responded, honestly. We still got a lot of work to do, but we should be fine. Be ready, because we're going to speak tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
I think all the kids from the city would benefit from Tenfold. You know what I'm saying? It helped them build character. You know what I'm saying? And teach them team. So you know, Tenfold, baby, come on. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.